Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages. I am Sean Anderson, Most Valuable Podcast, and you do not know who this person is.
You should know who this person is. I'm Dave Oster, also Most Valuable Podcast.
Well, I was gonna say your name. This is Dave Oster. Usually you hear his voice on the fast break. You used to see him when this was the onside kick. Now he's finally back on video. We're doing draft grades. We're starting off with the number 1 overall pick. We're going to the Philadelphia 76ers. They picked Ben Simmons at number 1. At 24, they picked Timothy Luwawu, a guard from France. And then at 26, they picked Furkan Korkmaz, a forward from Turkey. So what do you think about these players?
I mean, they didn't go wrong at once. They didn't choke. They still picked Ben Simmons, best player on the board. And, okay, I'm impressed. The 76ers haven't fucked this up yet without, it's the Hinkie system still paying dividends. Furkan, I like the grab late because, look, with Luwawu, you get somebody who is athletic, who's long, who can drive in the lane. He can finish in the lane, and the big question is, okay, well, that was against Euros, so against NBA bigs, I think there will be a little adjustment, but he's still great at that. Furkan gives you a better outside shot. He's a better spot-up shooter. I think they hit across the board with these three. I think they're doing the right thing to build this organization from the ground up.
Yeah, I agree with you here. I mean, it's tough to give them any grade that's not an A because you get Ben Simmons, you get the best player in the draft. The one thing that I would say is, with Luwawu and Korkmaz, you needed a point guard, and the guy who was out there was Dejounte Murray from Washington. You still could have gotten him on the board, and I think you could have went away from Luwawu there, and you could have picked up Murray with either the 24 or 26 because I think both players would obviously be there at the time. But again, it's really hard to complain about what they've done because you go out and get Ben Simmons, and then you surround him with shooters. You surround them with guys who can score. So, again, it's really hard to criticize what they're going to do. But then again, you don't get a point guard, but I'm still
free agency. They got money to spend.
Exactly. They got money to spend, and plus they still have Noel, Embiid, and Okafor, so they still have trade pieces out there.
That's true.
If you were going to trade one of them, what would be really the plan for that if you were the 76ers? Because obviously you need some point guard help because I don't think TJ McConnell's going to be your starting point guard.
TJ McConnell was serviceable last year, but he definitely has some exposed weakness at this point. I think Noel, was rumored already once. I think he's the most likely to move. Embiid, I just want to see him play. I want to see him in an NBA game, a full game, just because it's been forever. We haven't seen him out on the court play competitively. So I think that's too much of an unknown that you're going to give up if you try to move him now. The value with Noel is known. He's a rim protector. He's a defender. Absolutely, you can go get yourself a decent point guard for him.
Yeah, and with Okafor, I mean, Ben Simmons might be able to turn into a great defender because, I mean, look how athletic he is. So he might be able to...
Even if he's not, he's still a top 15 scorer from that position, and you know what? He's only growing. This is his first year. He put up 20 points a night. He can keep growing.
Exactly. I agree with you there. I think you see what you have in Embiid, and then you can trade Noel from there. But, to wrap it up, Sixers, you got an A. You got the best player in the draft, and, while there could be some criticism you to get a point guard, you're still surrounded that great player in Ben Simmons with 2 shooters in Luwawu and Korkmaz. Thank you so much for watching these draft grades. If you do not want to miss any of the other teams, check out the playlist down below or just subscribe to our channel because we'll be putting them out every single chance we get. Ricky's just going to be a machine uploading them every single click. He's got quick hands. He's editing them down. He's uploading them. So if you don't want to miss them, check out the link in the description or check out our page, Most Valuable Podcast. If you don't want to miss any of our post-draft coverage, free agency coverage, subscribe to our channel. And if you like these draft grades, if you like the grade I gave to your team, like this video. And if you didn't like this grade, tell us in the comments why it should be higher, why it should be lower. What did your team do right? What did your team do wrong? But that's going to wrap up this video. If you do want to follow us on different places, you can find us on Twitter at Most Valuable Pod. You can find me on Twitter at Schwarbo. You can find us on Facebook. You can find us on Snapchat. You even find us at patreon.com/Most Valuable Podcast. If you donate at least $1, you do get a monthly exclusive podcast, and it's people from the MVP Network. The one for July is me, Mike, and Brandon, and it's a pretty fun one. Mike had some pretty good stories, so if you do not want to miss out on that, go to patreon.com/Most Valuable Podcast. It's going to wrap up this draft grade video, and I will see you next time.